All right, welcome back, high school football fans, here on a pretty rainy Friday night, as you can tell from the video.
Was that draining or rainy?
Probably a little both.
I hope it drains out there. Field does look nice considering how much rain's come in the last week or two. Or, I'm sorry, last day or two.
Day or two, yep.
It feels like it's been raining for a week or two.
Everybody's coming in with umbrellas and ponchos.
And we got a tent probably blocking everybody, so I hope y'all can get some good video out there. Obviously, it's going to look not quite as sharp as it has last week or so, but hey, we're here. We're happy to bring it to you tonight, and we're getting close, Kurt. We got 30 seconds before kickoff.
Yep, the captain just was out there for the toss. It was Wheeler, Holton, Lassie, and Griswold out there for the Panthers. We missed what actually happened with the coin toss, but here at the historic Herschel Walker Field in Wrightsville, Georgia, Johnson County High School, another big region matchup tonight.
Yeah, Kurt, you know you're getting old when you have to explain to your specifically
children.
my 15-year-old daughter who Herschel Walker was and why they and my daughter's scared right now as the lights go out and they got the blue.
And here we go, Johnson County coming onto the field to all this pageantry and hoopla that they got going on here.
And I don't know if y'all can hear my daughter back there. She's like, oh, yeah, this is awesome. But, hey, it is a nice little intro. And, hey, props to them. They're putting the money where they're going to entertain their fans.
Johnson County right now is first place in the region, so big matchup tonight for the Panthers. Expecting a lot of probably some traction issues, maybe some ball handling issues tonight. We'll see how the rain and the sloppy field and the wet conditions have to do with all the ball handling tonight. Panthers going to be in the white road uniforms with black pants, black helmets. Johnson County coming out in their all blue home with spatterings of pink everywhere for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And the Panthers will receive to start this first half. Johnson County teeing it up, getting ready to go here. Here we go, number 17 for Johnson County tees it up. He's getting ready to put us in play. He's going to pop it up high in the middle of the field.
Nathan Perry on the return.
He's got some room over here. One guy knocks him down, hits him in the knees and knocks him down. It's going to be hard for us to get some yardage and some field position locations tonight from our angle.
Yeah, absolutely, and you're going to have to I will go ahead and apologize in advance if I get in the way of the camera. I've told Chris to go ahead and kick me if I do get in the way, but just trying to get the best viewing angle I can. So Panthers will take over right about their own 25-yard line.
We are set up in the stands on the visitor side. There's only about 5 rows of stands. And having a tent trying to keep us dry and the equipment dry, it's hard to get a good angle, so Barry will hand off to the fullback.
Yeah, not much on that. Looks like it is 14, I believe, on that carrier, or was it number 1 there, Kurt?
I couldn't tell. It looked like maybe the fullback, I don't know if it's West or.
It is Brian West. Brian West is going to pick up 1 or 2 yards, short pickup.
Also going to be missing a name we call out every week out there on offense and defense, Brandon Walker. He was injured this week in practice and is going to be out for quite a while. Griswold going to fake the handoff and keep it. Going to be wrestled down, little or no gain. Actually, I lost some yards there.
Yeah, it is back behind that 25. Looks like going to be a loss of, well, they marked it right at the 25, so I'll say a loss of 1. I think Brian got one on the first. I say that, but the yardage marker over here definitely makes it look further. I'm going to call it 3rd and about 13, Kurt. That's what the scoreboard has, and that's what I agree. That's what the markers are showing, but the ball looks like it's right at the 25.
Griswold looking to keep it again. He's going to be hit in the backfield. Going to lose another couple of yards. Going to bring up a 4th and about 15.
Yeah, the ball's marked all the way back to the 20-yard line now.
Grizzle going to go back to punt. Good snap, and he gets it away, but it's off the side of his foot a little bit, bounces and rolls out of bounds.
Right at the 40, maybe the 41-yard line. They'll probably end up moving it up to the 40, so Trojans going to take over 1st and 10 on the Panthers' 40-yard line. Nothing doing on the opening possession there for the Panthers. Kurt, I know we've already alluded to it, but the weather definitely going to be a key factor in tonight's game. It can go one or two ways, I think. How'd you describe it when we were coming in?
I said it can go one or two ways. It can either slow everybody down, or it can make everybody like greased pigs and hard to tackle. So we see Johnson didn't have much problem tackling us there. We'll see what they have on offense if we can wrangle them as well.
Yeah, one of the more physical offensive lines looks like we faced, especially in recent weeks.
Man in motion going to be given to the fullback up the middle.
That's number 11. I don't have a roster for them, and ordinarily I would have an online roster, but with the weather tonight and just trying to keep all the equipment dry, I don't have that. So it's going to be a pickup about 7 for the fullback, 2nd and 3 for the Trojans offense.
Johnson County comes out in that flex bone offense like Georgia Southern used to run in the old days, 2 wings and a fullback in the backfield with the quarterback.
Funny you should mention Georgia Southern. This is almost like the Hugo Bowl many years ago down in Statesboro.
Man goes in motion. They're going to give it to the fullback again.
Host the Panthers on that tackle. I don't know how Stanley's going to pick a number, but whoever's in there in that host the Panthers.
So Richardson coming off the bottom. I don't know if he was involved in it or not, but another. Stanley says we lost his 64 on that tackle, but Richardson obviously going to get a lot of playing time tonight in the absence of Walker on defense.
Yeah, we were talking about it on the trip down, Kurt. Really on this defensive side is where we're going to miss Brandon the most. He's one of our leading tacklers and has really held down that middle linebacker position.
You got Richardson and Wheeler in there as those linebacker spots in the middle. Shifting on that defensive line. Toss sweep to the left.
Good pursuit. Number 60 out there for the Panthers defense. Going to bring him down, knock him out of bounds. 60's Caden Myers. Small pickup about 3, maybe 4. 2nd and 6 for the Trojans offense.
So Johnson County 2nd down and about 7 on the, it's like about the 27-yard line. Feeding that fullback up the middle again.
Yeah, good tackle that time. Alex Lossie, 64. Panthers defensive tackle there. We'll try and sit down here so y'all can get out of the way of the camera for you. About halfway, I'm sorry, not halfway, 7:52 remaining in the opening quarter here in Wrightsville.
Coming back with a counter to the other side.
Yeah, that's their version of our crisscross play that we call. And as you can see, we're being treated again. Hopefully we won't see this too many times tonight, but lights going out, sirens going off. All the way for the Johnson County touchdown. Kurt, I know your dad's he's got a garden and stuff, so I know he keeps up with how much rain they done got. Does he share that with you every day?
I tell you what, I got a rain gauge of my own. I emptied it yesterday afternoon after lunch, and we had over 3.5 inches of rain.
You can probably add another couple inches to it today.
PAT is up and good.
Assuming this same cell makes it to Gibson, which we ran into it. I think we were in it all the way from Sandersville all the way here, so it's making its way there. That extra point does extend the score, 7-0 Johnson County Trojans. Panthers receive the ball for their second possession of the day.
Yeah, we're talking about all the the hoopla that goes on with all the stuff that's happening when they score, the lights and the sirens. But, you know, this is a town, you can say what you want to, but Wrightsville, Georgia is a town that you about close the doors on everything on Friday night. I know there's a lot of folks staying at home tonight, but they love their football here in Wrightsville and got a real proud tradition.
Like the official who's up in the nice, not the official, but the PA announcer who's up in the nice dry booth is just calling this a miss.
Short kickoff, going to hit and bounce. We're going to, and it's rolling around. We're going to fall on it. Looks like Holton falls on it.
Yeah, mistake there, but made up for it. So Holton is able to fall on it after he muffed it. So Panthers going to take over on their own. It's like about the 39. Maybe they might bump it up to the 40.
Panthers going to take over their second drive of the night.
Yeah, they are going to call it on their own 40-yard line.
Nothing doing on that first offensive drive. Lost several yards, maybe 7 or 8 yards on that first drive. Now 1st and 10 on drive number 2. A handoff to that sweep going to Holton. I saw a wad of chunk of grass come up that time, and like somebody took an iron shot from the fairway. But
2-yard pickup though by Nicholas. It's 2nd and 8 now. Jackson Ursher running the play in for the Panthers. So it looks like Brian West is in there at that fullback position. Going back to the same play. This time Holton's got room, but he musts it. Falls on the ground.
And the Panthers fall on it.
Big lineman came down there and fell on it. I don't see what, like, actually that was tight end. That was Bryce Wheeler going to pick up that fumble recovery.
I tell you, we got lucky there. The ball come out, and there was 2 blue jerseys standing there looking. Both of them were thinking, you going to get it or I'm going to get it.
At least 2 of them.
And the white jersey came in skidding and got it. So 1st down and 10 for the Panthers now. On about the Johnson County 41. Holton going with it again, working his way through the traffic. Going to pick up 3 or 4.
So we've been to that play 3 times in a row.
Ball came out again, but Holton he'd already hit the ground. Panthers quickly on the ball again.
He's faking that this time, going to our crisscross, and met for a loss that time. Actually, this sideline official is going to call it right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and a short 7, long 6 for the Panthers. I promise y'all, this whoever's wearing this Tennessee orange over here is not a Glasgow County person. I don't think. It might think it's a part of the chain crew, but.
Hand off to Holton again. He's going to dive up in there and try to get a few yards. Fights off. Going to push him forward. He's going to be close.
Yeah, I think he's got enough.
Yep, right.
Yep, they're moving it. So 1st down, Holton.
I don't know who the lineman was, whoever it was. Somebody came up from behind and just gave him a shove.
I hate to say it, but I think it was Tristan. So
he had kind of stopped his momentum a little bit spinning, and somebody shoved him and pushed him on up there, so it kind of helped him out. Good job by whoever it was.
As long as he hangs on the ball. Well, horn went off, but that's not the end of the 1st. So.
Hand off up the middle to West. He's going to get 8-9 yards on that play.
Yeah, nice pickup that time. Nice quick hit.
So it'll be 2nd down and 1.
We got a timeout on the field. Looks like it's going to be Johnson County calling that timeout. So with 4:48, Johnson County calls their first timeout. Panthers on the move, 2nd and short. 2nd and less than a yard there.
So Panthers driving the ball, eating some clock here. Down 7-0.
Nice drive, though. A little bit of help. We've had 2 muff fumbles. One on the kickoff. We're able to jump back on it.
while we got a little bit of time, we can talk about other Panther sports. Yesterday, the middle school team ended their season with a 38-24 victory over Briarwood to finish up middle school football, and also the Lady Panther softballs finished the regular season part of their schedule, but starting Monday, hosting the Super Regionals there in Gibson. And if you'll come on out and give them your support, there's going to be a lot of more schools there. 3 more schools that's going to play as well as us. So a lot of good softball you can come out and watch Monday and Tuesday. Coming in out of the timeout, Panthers on the ball, getting ready to go as soon as it's blown live.
I should probably check my phone more often. I'll get back to that after this play. Went back to that fullback dive, and yeah.
So they'll bring up third and about 3.
Yeah, loss of 2 there from Ryan. Might be about time. We haven't seen it yet. Still early in the game, but this looks like we haven't seen Landon on a keeper yet. I would expect maybe something around left end here. Going to have a Glasscock County timeout this time. Now, going back to what I just said, I should probably check my phone more often. My son, apparently, at 6 o'clock. I just realized I had a text from him, and he sent me his shoe, and it's all, like, split in half. Brand new cleats. And so there's another $120 coming.
Needless to say, he's probably got wet feet now. He's probably got taped
well,
up.
he was saying they're all taped up. He said they had to tape up the right one completely, and the left one's not far behind. So.
Coming out of the timeout, Panthers will be 3rd down and 3. Second drive of the night for the Panthers. Got an offensive yardage on this one. The first one wasn't successful at all. Moving the ball here already down deep into Trojan territory at about the 25-yard line.
I also got a text from a friend out there and said, "Phew, y'all have to have a rough setup tonight." And yeah, it's about as bad as it looks. Yeah, we're making it though.
Griswold going to drive forward. He's probably going to have enough. Still moving.
He's definitely got enough.
Yeah, moves the whole pile forward. Going to get about 6.
Good pickup inside 20. We're in the red zone, green zone, whatever you want to call. And I like how their scoreboard operators putting positive stuff for us up there, saying first down. Absolutely.
Inside the 20 now at about the 18.
Just under 4 minutes now remaining in the opening quarter.
Hand off to Holton again. He's going to be tripped up, but might gain, 2 or 3 yards there. Positive falling forward.
Yeah, down close to the 15-yard line. We'll call it the 16 based off that foot. They talked about that middle school game yesterday, Kurt, and I'll tell you, I was able to go up there and watch that game, and it was a good game the whole game through.
It was. Coach Swint did the same thing yesterday. He was swapping balls every so often. Griswold going to push forward again. He's going to get a positive yardage again, 3 or 4 yards.
Of course, Swint is the head coach of that middle school team, but he seemed like he was being the ball boy more yesterday.
So 3rd down and about 5.
Appreciate that, Amanda. I think I also see Bryce's shoes are taped. So Amanda Wheeler, Bryce's mom, said that she feels me, and Bryce goes through them too. So
hand off to Holton. He's got a little room.
He's got room. Touchdown. There he goes.
Touchdown, Nicholas Holton.
Kurt, you just spiked the heck out of us there, but nearly blew out my eardrum. But touchdown, Holton. What we got on that, Stanley? 16 yards touchdown run? 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a Glasscock County touchdown.
So Nicholas Holton right here in his hometown, Wrightsville.
All right, so PAT attempt coming up for Landon Cooper. This is going to be a tricky part of the game tonight for both sides.
Yeah, more of that snap and the hold, more so than the kick.
Good snap, good hold, and good
It's up and
kick.
good. So 2:40 remaining in the opening quarter. Your Glasscock County Panthers untied up first team in the region. We're going to get Mr. Holton here. The camera might pan down to him. And
I told him he could smile. Ain't nothing wrong with smiling with that.
so we talked about it, ball hitting the ground. Panthers been fortunate on that drive. 2 or 3 muffs that we're able to recover each of them each time. And now hopefully we can get some turnovers on this Johnson County Trojan offense.
So 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. Panthers and Trojans tied 7-7. We're getting ready to give it back to them. We got to find a way to contain that offense. They're athletic on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And they see a lot of they run a lot of the same type of stuff that we run, just bigger and faster.
That's what I was going to say. They tend to lean on the misdirection a lot as well. So Panthers are going to have to do their keys as well. And, you know, earlier in the year we've had trouble with the quarterback keep. Tonight we're having a little trouble with up the middle, but that little fullback they got running the ball low and hard, so he's tough to tackle. Here we go. Panthers getting ready to kick it off. Little bouncing kick. It's going to bounce, but they do field it and get on top of it, cover it up at about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, up man made a dangerous move there. You're told to fall on it if it comes right to you, but Lord, if you got to back up a step, you better just leave it alone. And that's what he did. He backed up a step and still tried to field it. Squeezed right through his arms, but the second line was able to come up and recover it. So Johnson County will take over their second possession of the game, 2:36 remaining in the opening quarter on their own 39-yard line.
Here we go. Joko, their second drive.
Get the ball back, deep.
Man comes in motion. We're going to give to the fullback. Counter
Same play they scored their touchdown on. This time Panthers able to track him down, but it is going to be a big pickup. See something on the field. I think it's a shoe. No, it's a towel. So it's not a flag. So play will stand all the way down to the Glasscock County 25-yard line. 25-11, Stanley. 36-yard pickup. Johnson County's got it 1st and 10. Glasscock County 25-yard line.
Fullback up the middle again. Going to get 6-7 yards. Still going.
And he was going to have enough for another Joko first down inside the Panther 15. We're purely guessing is the yard line now, but we're going to go with looks like about the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Fullback dive once again.
We got him. He's still powering. We got him stood up a bit first, but
And 69 Tristan Clark trying to pull him backwards. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. Nope, pick up 2. Ball on the 10-yard line, so we're going to call it pick up a 3, 2nd and 7 for the Trojans. They can get a first down without scoring.
full back to that right side again. He's going to have 3 or 4.
Yeah, just enough, not enough for our first down, so it's going to bring up 3rd and short.
They're going to give him 6, they say, so 3rd down and 1. Clock running down under a minute now to go in the first quarter.
Quarterback keeper this time for Johnson County. And Panthers leading out of the end zone, but I think it's going to be enough for a Trojan first down. They are stopping the clock. It is a first down, so it's going to be 1st and goal. Johnson County. 26.5 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. This should be the final play of this opening quarter. Johnson County running their version of the tush push. If you watch any NFL, he's in for the touchdown. They're not quite as excited about this touchdown. No lights going off, no band cranked up. I don't think they know they scored. Now they're calling it. So just over 7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Johnson County does retake the lead over the Panthers, 13-7, pending the extra point. I heard Chris just said in our ear it can't be good for the light bill, but these are LED lights. They don't cost anywhere near the cost of what our lights at our field would cost.
Here we go with the PAT. Good snap, good hold. We got a guy flying in there.
And it's close. He's just inside that left upright. So that extra point does extend the lead. Johnson County 14, Glasscock County 7.
Like we do every Friday night, we want to tell everybody thank you for watching the broadcast tonight. If you got some friends and family, tonight's probably the night you want to be inside by your fireplace or under your blanket watching it on TV. Call them, let them know how to get to it on YouTube. And I'd like to invite everybody to watch it and get as many viewers as we can. We thank everybody for watching us. It's 14-7. Johnson County takes the lead back. Little pooch kick, going to hit and roll. We're going to
just fall on it as Nicholas Holton. They just pooched it right over the front line, and Nicholas did a good job that time coming up and just falling on it right at the 40-yard line once again. Panthers took over on their own 40 last possession, took it 60 yards for the touchdown. Hopefully they'll do the same here. While we got a minute and change of possession, I want to send a thank you out to Greg Johnson. He graciously donated a little bit of money for us to get a little bit of dinner on our way down to Wrightsville tonight.
Yeah, we appreciate Greg doing that. He's very complimentary every Friday night and enjoys watching the broadcast wherever he's at, and we thank him for all the support. Thank you for that generosity. We enjoyed it. We might have enjoyed it a little bit more on the way back home, too, because I think we had a little left. Nicholas Holton, again, got a lot of room still.
And he's going to bring it all the way in. Yeah, going to be a 17-yard pickup. Looks like they did actually start that on the 39-yard line, so can bring it all the way out to the Johnson County 44-yard line. Yeah, I was talking to Sarah before the game, and Greg apparently, once he found out he could watch it on his big screen TV on YouTube, that's what he does now. He kicks back, watches that, and Sarah says she was lucky enough to get to watch it with him. So we always appreciate your support, Greg and Sarah.
Like I said, that's I hate that we don't have more fans here, but I tell you what, it's probably the best place right now to watch it tonight. It is messy.
The only thing, at least it's not cold.
Yeah, it's not cold.
I couldn't hear Stanley, but he said it ain't cold to some people.
I know. My feet's got wet already, so it's going to be a little chilly going home.
That's about the one thing that's not wet on me right now. Luckily, I've got on some Gore-Tex boots, and feet are nice and toasty, unlike my sons out there. I know they're soaked right now. Those are going to be some pruny feet.
And that's what we've been talking about several times on these away trips. We can, drive 45 minutes back home, watch football Friday night. Years past, it'd take us 3 or 4 hours to get home.
Absolutely. You can talk about after midnight, 1 a.m.
Yeah, we should be home in time to see the football Friday night on Channel 6 at 11:30. So here we go. Panthers taking over in first play of the second quarter. 1st and 10. in Trojan territory. Griswold going to power forward. Going to hit him. He's still pushing. Going to fall forward.
Fall forward. Pick up a 4, maybe. We're going to call it 5. All the way down to the 40-yard line of Johnson County. And he called it 4. I can call it 5. Stanley probably called it 4 too. He was just inside the 45 when he started, so ball's right at the 40.
Going to give it to West off the left side. He might have a yard there. We'll see how they move the box here.
I think they're moving it a couple, so we're going to bring up 3rd and about 3.
Yeah, 3rd and 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see another quarterback keeper here. He got 2 downs to get it 3 yards. I think we can do it. Clock just right at 11 minutes remaining in the opening half. Still raining on us, but it's a fine mist at the moment. There's a lot of it.
Holton going to take the ball again. He's got a little room, cuts back into the middle of the field. Might have enough for a first down.
Yeah, he's definitely got
it.
enough for a first down.
He's got 2 yards past the first down marker.
I'm going to call it even more now. I'm going to say 4. He's all the way down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10, Panthers.
That was an 8-yard pickup that time by Nicholas Holton. I almost called him Sir Nicholas Holton. That sounds proper, don't it?
Yeah.
Sir Nicholas, that's his new nickname. I'm going to get it in the yearbook somehow.
Crisscross coming to downs. He's going to cut up and get 3 or 4 down to the 5 maybe.
Yeah, just short of the 25-yard line. We'll call it a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6.
The second time we've seen that play tonight. Worked a little better that time.
Absolutely. That always happens when you start getting some success going in the opposite direction.
Yep.
They do back it up a yard, so it is just going to be a pickup of 4.
That's what I was going to say. All these plays build off each other, and for one thing to work, the other has to work. And we're starting to see that now. A lot of stuff starting to open up. We still haven't seen Griswold on a sweep yet, but we'll see. Going to hand off to West again. Off that left side. Got a lot of it. We're moving their defensive line. That's going to be a first down.
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot. Last 2 years, actually, the Panthers do seem to favor that left side of the offensive line when they need a big play.
We had a big surge there on that defensive line on that left side then. We just pushed them back.
Of course, on that left side, we got, it looks like Tristan Clark and Caden Myers on that left side.
Yep.
Who props out to Caden Myers. I know he didn't come in originally as a starter this year, but he stepped in that left tackle position, done a good job, especially the last many games for the Panthers.
There goes Griswold. There it goes right there. Got it. But what they did then on defense, I noticed that they're almost playing, I don't know what they're doing. They're playing a nose guard, and then their defensive ends are really, really wide, giving a big gap over the guards and tackles. And they tried to walk somebody up in that.
Yeah, I was going to say they tried to blitz that middle linebacker that time to try and stop the dive, but it was a perfect play call.
Yep, sure.
Panthers going quick this time. I would almost guarantee this would be a quarterback sneak. Nope.
Holton again, going to cut up in there. Going to be close.
Spot and lean block.
He should have the first down.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be 1st and goal.
So
Panthers.
1st and goal.
Stanley, good luck. I'm calling it somewhere right around the 5-yard line.
It's hard to see from here.
I'm back on here now. I got it where I can finally see. I ain't getting wet.
So the rain's easing up a little bit.
And
I'm going by that far side official over there. He looks like he's on about the 5. So.
And they say it's on the – this is the toughest game I've ever done.
The scoreboard says it's the 6.
So it's on the 6, so we give him 5 first down.
Griswold going to give it to West off the
West
right side.
Off the right this time.
Pick up 2 or 3. Down to, looks like they're going to mark him at about the 3. They're saying, the announcer's saying 2.
So
he's got a better look at it.
Yeah, he can see a lot better than we can.
He's got a better look at it than we are. We'll go with him. Ball on the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal.
I guess we need to give some background as to why we are in the stands tonight. So Johnson County does have a press box on the visiting side, but of course our coaches are up there, and we were informed earlier today that WPEH is doing the game from here tonight as well.
Holton going to get it.
He's in. That's
He's
touchdown Panthers.
I have not wrote number 14 down this many times in the first half. And he's a workhorse tonight. And I'm not keeping up with running stats, but I'll try to get him at halftime.
We mentioned it. This is Nicholas's home county. Mr. Holton, of course, is a big supporter down here.
So he's walking around down here with his chest puffed out like a proud peacock. He got a right to be. Nate Nicholas is playing hard tonight already.
Whole Panthers team is, absolutely.
Here we go. Cooper on the PAT. Good snap, good hold. We get it up.
Hold. Kick is up and is inside that left upright.
What's amazing to me is we've had 4 extra points tries, and all four of them
have been good. Yep.
This mess.
And there hadn't been a bad snap, bad hold, a bad kick, nothing. It was all good.
Yeah, but going back to that, so WPEH is up in the booth. So if for whatever reason your internet does go out, make sure you turn over to 92.1 Louisville and listen to that game. But we'd much rather have you here with some video and listening to us old, well, however we all are now, Kurt.
Old. We're approaching 50, man.
I know we're not governed by the FCC, but I still have to watch my language.
Y'all are babies.
Speaking of babies. Now, oh, yeah, that's right. Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday,
brother.
Chris.
I forget about that. And
Producer Chris.
Friday the 13th, and as we were coming in, guess what street it told us to turn on to?
Elm Street.
Elm Street. So, and then Kurt had to tell us Johnson County last year had some gunfire after a game. So appreciate it, Kurt.
That's all right. We go that way when we leave.
That's the other thing I was going to say. You can probably see their press box over there is double-decker. Here at Johnson County, they don't allow the two sides so visitors got to stay on the visitor side, and Johnson County fans have to stay on their side of the field.
Little rib scraper kick down the left hash. We're going to hit him, and we got 3 or 4 guys. Oh, and they drive him back. Good job by the kickoff team. Looks like Downs is in there on that tackle.
I think he was led initially by 21.
Haley,
yeah. I got 20.
20, Devion.
So
I wonder right now, Johnson County's got to be over there and not quite expecting this from the Glasscock County team. And we've said it many times. The record might not be indicative of it, but the Panthers have a really good team, one of the better teams they've had in many years here.
all tied up, under 8 minutes to go here in the half, 14-14. Panthers on defense now. Gonna off tackle again to that side.
And that right there is one of the reasons we're a better team is our outside tackling this year has been some of the best I've seen in Panthers for many years. I will say one of the reasons for that, Kurt, in all honesty, what I believe is this senior class is the first class that we had that played junior pro. I'm going to ask Kurt to say something since we're having some technical issues.
Are y'all still hearing me?
Yeah, we hear you fine, Kurt. So.
All right, I lost all my hearing in my ears. I can still talk, though.
So a loss of 1 on that one.
So good defensive play there.
Flag first flag of the night.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not a proponent of being a homer or anything, and never claimed to be, but that's a bad call right there. That was a good block by that receiver out there. I think they're going to call a block in the back. So.
And here comes the rain again, folks.
Yeah, this is that Forrest Gump rain. We got it coming from sideways and
little bitty stinging rain.
Yeah,
it is
coming from the bottom. The funny thing is, right here at our 10 is blowing from our right to our left. Out on the field, it's like straight down. Even further out to the lights is blowing from left to right.
Yeah,
so
it's blowing in my face.
It's blowing on my paper, I can tell you that.
Yeah, they've got a lot of discussion out here. I wonder if they're going to wave off this flag because, like I say, I thought it was a clean block. And the flag came from way in the center. Yep. Judge Kurt, you're probably better at those official positions.
See what they're going to do here. They're going.
Well, they're not going to wave it off, so they're getting ready to mark it off. So it's going to be.
Looks like it's going to be against Johnson County. They're moving back, and he's turned like he's going to march it off toward their side.
No, they're calling it on.
Oh, never mind. Now they marked it this way.
I wonder if it was a face mask. or something. Panthers coaches aren't necessarily disagreeing with it, so they must have seen something. I do see Coach Kelly getting on to Tyler Harris over here, so it must have been something Tyler did. So,
Well, I saw earlier.
so it's going to be a first down.
Earlier in the game, him and the Johnson County guy got into a little word shouting match down on the end zone down there.
Yeah. So that penalty, personal foul, just hurts his team. Nobody else. First down, Johnson County.
1st and 10.
Told you I didn't think it was a block in the back.
Looking to go back to the
Crisscross.
counter.
Yep.
We had him in the backfield, but he got loose. And
Yeah, we had him. It looks like Nathan Perry. Apologize if y'all heard that. I have no idea where that came from. It was some kind of something Chris is doing right there, playing Wordle or something. So
2nd and 6.
clock continues to roll. 6:15 remaining in the second quarter. We're tied here in Johnson County.
Again, Johnson County, first place in the region right now, undefeated, hadn't lost a game in the region yet. Off the right side, we got him by the shirt tail, trying to pull him back.
Who's down there? 60.
Number 2 grabbed him.
Yeah, so that's Perry getting up off the pile there.
Combo tackle there, it looked like. Nathan Perry.
So 3rd and a long 3 for Johnson County. Big stand right here for Panthers D. If we can stop them right here.
Yeah, they need to get down to the 34-yard line. Ball rested at 37, so 3rd and a long 3.
Tall sweep coming to this right side. He's going to cut back. We got some guys that are trying to hit him, and we get him, but it's going to be a first down.
He's going to take it inside Panther 20-yard line all the way down to the, actually not inside the 20, just outside of 20, 21-yard line.
Gain of 16.
One of those we were there. We didn't want to over-pursue for the tackle, but he was able to cut it back, keep his footing, which is key on a night like tonight. Cut it back up and pick up a nice 16-yard gain. 1st and 10, Johnson County. Ball at the 21-yard line of the Panthers.
Tall sweep to the other side, wide side of the field again. We got some guys, but they're going to fall down. And we got some pursuit coming.
Number 2, Nathan Perry.
Not before he picks up about 8-9 yards. Say 2nd and 2.
That's a good-looking shirt. We just had a couple of softball players walk in front of us today. I'm proud to say I was able to give them their region championship, back-to-back region championship shirts today. Stanley, I got yours.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
4:30 to go in the half. Up in the middle with the fullback. We're going to stuff him, but he's going to get loose. We might have kept him.
We held on to him.
Number
Bryce
9,
Wheeler.
Bryce Wheeler.
For the moment, no pickup.
Yep, no gain.
So 3rd and 2.
He tried to get loose, and we kept him by the shoestrings, and and pulled him down.
One thing I want to let everybody know, I'm sure everyone is already aware, but if you're not, make sure you come out and support Lady Panthers Monday. We'll get back to what that is and when in just a minute.
Tall sweep to this side, and we're there, but we cannot grab him because of the wet jersey. He's going to get enough for a first down.
Landon Griswold.
Griswold.
Down to about the 7-yard line, maybe the 6. Looks like the 6.
Gosh, we had him in the backfield, but slipped out of our hands.
Going back to that, though, Monday, Lady Panthers softball team, again, back-to-back region champions, will be hosting the Super Regional. 4 teams will be battling for one spot to go to Columbus starting Monday. First game time is 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock against
12 o'clock. We'll
Towns
be
County.
facing Towns County. After that, Schley County will be facing Christian Heritage, who's coming from Dalton, Georgia. Dive right up the middle, number 11, Panthers have him stopped. They're going to keep him out of the end zone momentarily down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, that's going to be some travel for all three of those teams.
Absolutely.
Hiawassee,
Towns coming
Georgia,
from Hiawassee.
and Dalton, and then Ellaville. I don't know if you've ever been to Ellaville, but Ellaville's out in the
basically
middle
Columbus,
of nowhere.
yeah. That's why it's
that's
so
what happens when you don't win
important
the
to
region.
win your region championship. And that's the reason Tuesday night's game against GMC was so important for us. Otherwise, we would have been traveling down to Taylor County Monday.
Tall Sweet going to that left side. He cuts back, and he's going to be in the end zone for the touchdown.
So that touchdown comes with exactly 3 minutes remaining on the clock. Puts Johnson County back out in front, 20-14. Yeah, Kurt, definitely, though, when they move to a super regional format, if you don't win your region, it's nearly impossible for you to make it to Columbus now. They've got it so that those – you
GMC
definitely get
did
a home.
It last year.
GMC, but they had to go to they only had to go to Lake Oconee.
Yep.
So they didn't have quite as far to go. But yeah, teams coming from Dalton, Hiawassee, and like you said, Ellaville. Oh, we're in there for the block.
An extra point. Yep, good job.
Number 5, Landon Grizzle with that block. We'll see if that comes back and haunts them.
It's going to leave your score Johnson County 20 and Panthers 14. Like Eric said, 3 minutes to go here in the half.
Yeah, come on out. Panthers will play at 2 o'clock. I'm sorry, noon. We'll have 4 games for you on Monday, all right there in Gibson. One team will be sent home on Monday, and 2 more teams will be sent home on Tuesday. So,
No, everybody.
yeah, Stanley. Losers play the third game.
Third game.
Yep.
That's right.
The losers of the first 2 games play the third game, and 1 team to go home. So after that, yeah, well, I don't know if y'all heard Chris. Well, I know y'all couldn't, but the rain just came back hard. It's no longer just a mist. And now the wind is coming as well. So I'm having to hold down the tent here.
We just need to fall on this here.
And get that offense going. We got plenty of time to score. 3 minutes remaining.
He'll kick it a little deeper.
Pooch kick over
Haley.
to Nathan Haley.
Haley gets all the way back to the 39-yard line. He was down.
Yeah, they're definitely calling him down. So Panthers going to take over again. It looks like right at the 40-yard line. 2:52 remaining. Like I said, plenty of time here for the Panthers offense. Still have 2 timeouts remaining. The scoreboard showing Johnson County with 3 remaining, but I know they also called 1, so they should only have 2. Well, we say Nathan Haley got that. Did he return that?
Yeah.
Or was it Nathan Perry?
It was 21.
It was Haley.
Okay. Saw Coach Kelly
Got
over here
about a
talking.
10-yard return on that.
The ball on the 40-yard line in Panthers territory. 60 yards to go. Grizzle going to keep it. Going to cut up in there. He's going to get maybe a yard. Actually, they're going to mark him right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain.
Yeah, I wonder if that was the play call. Sort of saw Landon reach down and talk to one of the linemen before that play. Pivotal time here in the you definitely don't want to give the ball back to Johnson County.
Johnson County going to get it coming out second half. Well, they kicked off first. Nicholas is going to be stopped for no gain on that play. Going to be 3rd down and 10.
Stops being generous. He was thrown down on that one. So 2:10 remaining as the rain continues to come harder and harder. That was for Glasscock County, that forecast of 8 o'clock, the rain being out. But down here, I think it was 65, 75% chance all the way through about 10 o'clock.
Well, we got 100% of the 70%, I can tell you that. Because there's done nothing but rain since we walked out here.
Well, I guess you can say we were a little fortunate. It wasn't raining when we had to set up. Not near as bad.
Griswold throwing, and almost, I'm going to say no flag on the play, so incomplete going to Nick Holton.
You got to
first pass of the game.
Got to wonder about that. That stops the clock with 1.5 minutes, and we got a punt now.
It wouldn't have been near enough for a first
No, it
down.
wouldn't have been Stanley.
About a 4-yard pass.
Stanley, that might have been the first pass for either
It
team.
was first pass of the game.
So this is definitely turned into a Hurricane Hugo Bowl.
Low snap.
snap.
Griswold's not going to be able to get it. He's going to fall on it right there.
Johnson County's going to take over with plenty of time left. 1:27 remaining on the Glasscock County 25-yard line.
A big turnover there. Got to somehow find a way to hold them out.
Panthers defense needs to come up big here because, as we've already alluded to, actually, I don't guess we alluded to it. We actually stated it, that Johnson County does get the ball after halftime. Tall, sweet.
That should be a hole right there. Come on,
Yep,
throw the flag.
We got flags
We got
coming
flags
all over the
everywhere.
place. We might have two different hold calls, but this one back here in the backfield is definitely going to be the one we accept. Nathan Perry was doing a good job containing. He's going to get. No, he just moved.
He just picked it up,
he
moved it
to
up.
the right spot. Y'all probably starting to hear the wind blowing the mic now, so it's getting a little harder.
It's going to be a hold against Johnson County.
For anybody watching, seeing that Sheriff K9 shirt, I promise that's not our sheriff. On our sideline there, that's Coach Vidian.
Vidian must have had to
He
borrow
must
our
have
shirt.
forgot. That tells me Vidian didn't bring anything for the weather, so he's having to borrow.
And Jeremy was nice to him.
Speaking of, there's
They're
Jeremy
down
down
there.
here.
He's down there.
He's got a real raincoat on, but so that moves it all the way back to the 36-yard line, 10-yard penalty. So 1st and 20, minute 18. Clock does start on the ready.
Yeah,
Ball's on the ground.
Ball on the ground. We got it.
We got it. Who is it down there?
Who got the ball? Number 60.
Caden Myers. Oh. We talked about it. Panthers dodged one there. That quarterback center exchange.
Yep.
So Panthers take over on their own 35-yard line. They'll stop it momentarily while the chain crew gets set. We'll see what Panthers want to do here. Probably go back to some Nicholas Holton on right edge.
Crisscross with Downs. He's got some room. He's juking people all the way to midfield.
Yeah, he's going to be right at the 49-yard line. 14-yard pickup. Got an injured Panther, so we're going to have a timeout momentarily.
Looks like it's Junior Goodson down on the ground.
So once the
He's up.
coaches take a look at him, have Tyler Harris come in, substitute for him. Panthers are going to have it 1st and 10 on their own 49-yard line. Panthers got to be ready here. I don't think they're going to make us call a timeout on that. It should be a medical timeout, but we'll see here. If that is the case, clock will start on the ready, not when the ball snaps. So
We are under a minute to go here in the first half.
clock does start rolling.
Going to Holton to the right side. He's shifting those steps a little bit and getting.
I heard a lot of people calling ball, so we fumble it again, but we are able to fall back on it. Number 60 again fall. So Holton does fumble, and Caden Myers is able to recover it. Pickup of about 3. Going to be 2nd and 7
He's had the most
Panthers
fumbles,
come out for, yeah.
but he's also had the ball the most too. So I guess they equal out.
So Panthers use their second timeout of the half. Clock stationary right now, 40.6 seconds. Mike can see in the background there. We were talking about this on the way down, is that we're in the middle of our homecoming tour. This time of year, Panthers always seem to be everybody's homecoming opponent, and we are that for Johnson County this year. And it's interesting over there seeing all their dresses. Like every single dress is white ball gown. So I don't know if they had some black and white theme this year, but they will be having those festivities as they had the little cheerleaders out before the game in the rain.
Tell you what else they'll be having too. A lot of dresses at the dry cleaners tomorrow.
I don't know.
Ooh, those
that
things
might be one of them you just throw away.
Golly, they're all dragging the ground. It's just an awful night for homecoming.
2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
Griswold looking to throw. He's going deep to Jackson. And it's going to be knocked away.
It does stop the clock. 33 seconds remaining. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. See what Coach Kelly elects to do here. Last third down, he decided to throw it, and it fell incomplete, and clock stopped. And then we had an immediate turnover on the punt. So we'll see what we decide to do here. Play clock's down to 16 seconds, 15. It's good to see Junior Goodson is back in there at right tackle position, so momentary small injury for him. Panthers in shotgun formation.
Going to be a double pass. Downs is going to just fall on it. They tried a double pass there, or a double reverse
Double
or
lateral,
something.
yeah.
He's
Like
just going to
they're
throw it and
trying
run
to-
it.
Johnson County is going to call a timeout.
That's going to put them way behind the chains. It's going to be 4th down at about 25.
Yeah, speaking of 25 seconds remaining in the – I know, Kurt, you're looking at it. It says 26.9, but they can't see that on the camera, so
Close enough.
I'm rounding. 25. Panthers going to have a 4th down punt here. Good news is we did force Johnson County to use their second timeout. Again, what I'm calling their second. They're still showing 3 on the scoreboard, but I think they only have 1 remaining with 26.9 seconds remaining in the opening half. It's been a good half for the Panthers. Offensively, defensively. We gave up a quick first score. After that, we've made them earn it. They've had to drive down the field, small chunks, nothing real big. Important here for
Griswold back to punt again. Last time it rolled to him. We'll see what we got right here. Good snap. He drops it, though. He's got to run with it. And he's going to pull him down at the 30-yard line.
So that ticked off about 4.5, 5 seconds. Second consecutive punt Panthers have had a problem with and have big losses. All this time, Johnson County is going to take over on their Panther 29-yard line.
Loss of 10 on that one.
At least, Stanley.
Yeah, it was on the 39 to the 29.
So we got to hold them out here. We got probably a couple plays we're going to play defense for because they got one more timeout left.
We'll see if they're interested in trying to throw the ball in this rain. Something they have not yet done tonight. Now they are looking to throw.
We get some pressure, but he's going to throw it deep. And we're going to enter. Oh,
No.
Dropped it as he went out of bounds. That was Landon Griswold. Playing that safety position, comes over. Had a guy down there, but Landon come in to knock it away.
Yeah, almost a little comeback route. He ran about 3 yards deep into the end zone, came back 3 yards right at the goal line, but Landon Griswold from that safety position is able to come over and knock it away. Had it in his hands, and almost like that punt there. He had it in his hands, and it just fell out.
15 seconds left. Only 7 seconds ran off there. Probably going to see the same type of play. Might just test the other side this time with Caden downs over there.
Yeah, that's one of the things. We'll see Landon Grizzle getting deeper there at his safety position. Try and read it. They are going left on a quick slant. His knee's down as he caught it. So
clock should still be running, and they are going to call their timeout.
Final timeout from our calculations with just under 10 seconds ago, 9.3 to be specific. Kurt, we talked about the field coming up, but the more I'm standing here, the more I like this as a little single-A field. I really do. Bleachers could be a little improved, but in all honesty, it's not that bad. I think we get spoiled a little bit at Glasscock and the renovations we were able to get there done many years ago.
I mean, they got nice concrete bleachers here, big enough you can bring your chair and sit on them if you wanted to. But
I think it's just the totality of the situation. We're out here in the rain and the wind, and
I think that there's just, again, like we said, tradition. On their scoreboard, you see right there, or on the board behind the field goal where all their playoffs and All-Americans and all that, it says Trojan tradition. I think that's one of the things they just push for here is a lot of tradition.
Of course, they won that state championship 44 years ago with somebody y'all probably heard of, Herschel Walker, 1979. So here we go. What possibly could be the final play. 3rd and about 4.
Throwing it deep in the end zone. We got guys there knocking away from him. Hit him in the hands.
Clock is going to stop with 2.3 seconds to go. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. You got to know what's coming here. Obviously, they're going to go for the end zone. We'll see if they try and pull out any trickeration and decide to run something when we wouldn't be expecting it.
One thing you like there from the Panther DBs, Jackson was behind him, but he didn't try to catch the ball. There was a guy in front of him, too. I didn't notice who that was, but neither one of them tried to catch it. Jackson just kind of swatted it out of his hands, hit the receiver in the hands, but he just kind of knocked it loose. So that's what we got to do here, knock it to the ground. We ain't got to pick it off. We just got to knock it to the ground.
Or keep them out of the end zone. They can catch it as long as they're not in the end zone.
Pass
we're going to have a pass interference.
Nope,
Not
no call.
catchable. Yep, he's on the ground, so whether he's calling that non-catchable or he just slipped, it's going to be no play. So, hey, Kurt, I think if you had told Coach Kelly he was going to be down 6 at halftime, he'd be pretty pleased with it.
I guarantee you he'd have took it. Like I said, region leader right now, Johnson County hadn't lost a game in the region. Probably I didn't look at the Georgia High School Daily Football newsletter this morning what their percentage was for they had something in there. It was either today or yesterday. Percentage of the team was to win the region. And Johnston, of course, was the top of our region. I don't remember what that percentage was, but
we were on there.
We were on
actually,
there.
0.7.
Something like that.
It was very low, but
so you're telling me we got a chance?
We got a chance. Yeah.
But so Johnston County is 20-14 here at halftime.
Yeah, and Kurt talking about that scoreboard over there. They got all their state playoff appearances, and they've been in playoffs every year since 2019. So obviously they'll be in that again this year. But hey, we're looking to pull an upset here.
So while they do the homecoming ceremonies here at halftime, we're going to take a break and
try and get dry.
Try to stay dry, and we'll see you back in 20 minutes for the second half. All right, folks, welcome back to the Johnson County, Glasgow County game tonight. Halftime's fit to be starting back up here in about a minute 30 to go. 20-14 your score, Johnson County on top. Teams are getting warmed up out here now. The mandatory 3-minute warm up after the halftime time runs off.
Yeah, I tell you, Kurt, interesting first half. Panthers done a good job. We got Stanley. He'll come out with some stats here in a few minutes, but pretty dang even. What I was going to say, though, is what's interesting is the rain does seem like it's moved out. We got a light fog moving in right now, but as the rain moved out, I think it was only here to watch the homecoming ceremony as the girls left the field in their dresses. The rain left with them, and so did half their crowd. So it's not only Glasgow County where the crowd leaves after homecoming. It seems to be a recurring theme throughout all small town football. As Kurt said, we got about 40 seconds before we get the second half underway. You probably see Johnson County there on your screen getting ready to receive the second half kickoff.
If you look at your screen there, you should see some stats on your screen there from the first half.
Yeah, the biggest thing is Nick Holton's 12 carries for 75 yards and 2 TDs. Nice night for Nick Holton.
Yeah, I think Stanley said Panthers had, what was it, about 90-something yards offense?
97 yards total.
And we did have 2 snaps on punts that cost us some yardage there, and so that took away from some offensive stats.
Yeah, we've had a -10, a -13, and a -14 on 3 of the plays. But their big 2 plays, they had a 24-yard touchdown run and another 36-yard run. Other than that, we kept them in check pretty good.
And like I said, that one big play came first half on that big run. In the first quarter, excuse me.
I was going to say, I think all the plays at this point happened in the first half. So.
That first quarter, that first drive, they scored pretty quick. And from then on, Panthers have made, like they said earlier, Panthers have made them work for the rest of them. All right, here we go. They swap sides now on us. Johnson County going to be down here on the concession stand end of the field. Panthers going to defend the scoreboard end.
I know y'all can't see it on the screen, but we need some Glasgow County boosters to get us they got a nice video board here. You've already seen their theatricals with their LED lights, the
double
flashing,
press box.
the blue double press. Yeah, like you said. What you said. Yeah, nice video board out here where they can advertise sponsors. Kurt, we were watching before the game, and they had each of their players up on the big screen as they called out their starting lineup. So almost a small college football field here up on that video board. So clock's set at 12 minutes. We're ready to kick off here and start the second half. You just joined us. Panthers played tough first half. They're only down 6 to region leading Johnson County.
Here we go. Landon Cooper getting ready to boot it down. He rolls it down the left hash. And we're going to let him go up the middle of the field. And
all the way.
Get a good return all the way to the end zone.
Yep, that's the one thing we haven't done tonight. We called out a couple of smaller big plays, but this one's going to go over 60 yards for Johnson County touchdown just 14 seconds into the game. It's one of the dangers of kicking it to the middle of the field. It doesn't matter if it's on the ground or in the air. You kick it to the middle of the field against an athletic, fast team, and chances are they're going to take it back. So got to do a better job getting that on an angle. Stanley, what we got on that officially? 62 yards?
I got 67, but I may have to go back and look. I thought he caught it on the 33, but
I think it might be the 38
38,
instead.
okay. Because I can't really tell, so we'll say 38 then?
You can call it.
I mean, I'm going to go back and look, but
yeah.
If I can see it on film.
Johnson County is going for 2 to make up for that missed extra point. Toss sweep to the left. Number 5 trips and
not going to get
slips down. Looks like
69.
69 going to be the tackle out there. That 2-point conversion is not successful.
We'll leave your score 26-14. Johnson County on top on that quick touchdown. Only 14 seconds runs off.
Let's give you just joining us. We do have
He just said a 67-yard touchdown.
67.
So that's exactly what I had. So we'll give him from the 33. There is a flag laying in the end zone there.
I don't think it's a flag. I've seen that all night, Stanley. I don't know if it's a piece of tape, that pink tape. Or yeah. I noticed that a little bit earlier in the first half. Just can't quite tell what it is. So still just a 12-point game here, and as we start, the rain does come back. So. Angle kickoff over that far side of the field is going to go out of bounds. And drop the flag right there where it goes out, and Panthers should take over right around their own 35-yard line.
Panthers getting ready for their first drive of the second half.
For all you Dog fans out there, I did verify this guy wearing the Tennessee rain jacket is not affiliated with Glasgow County. So
he's with the chain crew.
Sorry, all you Tennessee fans. Kurt, we mentioned it. Not a lot of big games going on around the area tonight. I know you said Jefferson County played last night.
Yep, Jefferson played last night. I know that region with Harlem is playing tonight, but other than that.
Give right up the middle. Looks like it's going to be Brian West on that carry.
As far as our area, I think that region is 6A with Grovetown and Lakeside's playing, and then the region with Harlem and another region with Thompson's off. So, of course, our region game, not a whole lot going on in our area tonight.
One game we talked about, it's not really a big game. It can have consequences in the region, would be GMC versus Hancock Central tonight. Last check, I didn't have a score on that.
Up the middle again. We're still pushing, going to get 3 or 4.
Is that a keeper? Yeah, he just kept it.
Going to be all the way out to about the 42-yard line. 3rd and 4 for the Panthers on their first drive of the second half.
Another region game tonight is Twiggs County is at Wilkinson County, so a couple of games there we should be able to gauge how we stack up against a couple of teams we're yet to face here in the next couple of weeks.
Sweep to Holton. He's going to cut up in there. Not going to be getting. He's about a yard, about 3 yards short.
Yeah.
They're
No
gonna give him a
gain
half
on
a
that.
yard.
Yeah, half a yard.
It's going to still be a long 3, short 4.
See what Coach Kelly does here. Down 2 scores. I would imagine he's going to go for it.
Haven't had much luck with our first 2 punts.
Both of them have been bobbled for, well, actually one was bobbled, but one was a bad snap. So 4th and 3 for the Panthers offense. Johnson County stacking the middle of that defensive line. Panthers trying to draw Johnson County off. You can tell they're well coached.
He's going to call a
Not moving at all.
timeout.
Yeah, Stanley, one of the things we haven't talked about is the number of penalties in tonight's game. It's been a pretty clean game to this point.
Yeah,
Not many against either team.
Yeah, Johnson's got a 10-yard holding penalty, and we got a 15-yard personal foul.
So unlike the last few weeks when the Panthers opponents have really helped us out with penalty yardage, Johnson County, you can tell they're a lot more disciplined, better coached, and definitely not helping or hurting their own cause.
It's either that or the referee don't want to throw his flag on the ground, get it wet, and put it back in his pocket.
Well, I've seen it though. Johnson County's definitely, they didn't jump on that, and no movement, not even a slightest inkling of a flinch. Every time the Panthers defensive line shifting, we still haven't seen them have a false start. So.
Yeah, Johnson County's known for having good coaching over here. That, back in the day, Bill Bonds was here, and now Don Norton, and so they've had a good bloodline of coaches, and they've always had a great head coach here.
Let's see here. One thing I'd like to see is a little option that Landon would keep off the left guard here, but we're not going to do that. We're going crisscross this
Crisscross.
time, and he's stumbling.
First
He's going to be
down.
across
Get it.
for a first down. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
It was just
Gonna
enough.
pick up 4 yards, bring it out across the 45-yard line, move the chains right here in front of us.
Yep, he needed 4 and got about 4.5. So just over the 45 to the 46 now. 1st and 10 Panthers.
Clock rolling, 9.5 minutes here in the third quarter.
Toss sweep going to
Haley.
Haley. Going to cut it up in there. Gets hit. He's still driving.
He's going to be down close to a first down. They're stopping the clock. They're moving the chains. 10-yard pickup for Nathan Haley. Did a good job back there. He was met initially for about a 1-yard loss, but kept his balance and was able to pick up 10.
Across midfield now down to the Johnson County 44-yard line. A handoff.
Brian West on that, met immediately. No gain. Coach Kelly didn't like something he saw on that play. I don't know if it was the blocking or the running back didn't hit the right hole. So trust me, we might not know up here, but they know up there. Probably telling your camera there, the rain's getting harder.
Flags coming down.
I think we got too many men on the field.
They
No, they called a timeout before they can get it in. So they're going to put that flag back in his pocket, but it will cost Johnson County a timeout. Somehow they took the timeout off our side. So, but that is officially a Johnson County timeout, so they'll have 2 remaining.
But we used the timeout too just a minute ago, so.
Yeah, we used one at 9:48. They got one at 8:31.
We tried to get them to jump off side, so it is right. It's 2 and 2 now.
2 and 2.
And it didn't work the first half, but their side obviously works because they've been kind of changed now. So.
Yeah, we talked a little bit earlier about Tristan having wet feet probably out there already, but at this point in the game, everybody out there has wet feet, and that's one of the worst feelings in the world. Wet socks, at least it is to me. Wet socks, wet feet.
Everything's wet. Yeah.
I guarantee you, and I don't know, I know y'all didn't hear, but Chris in our ears said that they get the change out of the game. I guarantee you not a single one of them got to change a pair of socks, though.
Hey, you're probably right. I don't think that far in advance.
Nope. So 2nd and 10 Panthers. Brian West in that fullback position. Caden Downs in the wingback.
Looking to throw, got some pressure. He lets it go. It's incomplete. Intended for Jackson Ustry.
Yeah, it's going to stop the clock momentarily, bring up 3rd and 10.
Third down for the Panthers.
Kurt, from an FTE standpoint, how much bigger is Johnson County than us? Almost double?
They're probably right on the cutoff for single A Division II. They're probably 450 to 500, I would think. Maybe, I don't know. They may have changed. They may have gone down a lot. I don't know.
Landon looking to escape around right corner. He one of those little run pass options. Decides to keep it. He's going to pick up positive yardage. Not a lot, though. In fact, they're going to say 1, but I don't even think he's picked up that.
I don't know how close they are to the cutoff, but I know when they reclassified people like Early County and Manchester, some of those were the top right before they would go up. So Johnson County may have lost some folks.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I know probably anticipating next month, sometime in November, we'll have new reclassifications coming out.
There's going to be some movement. There's going to be some folks coming back down.
Coming down, and it'll be interesting to see what they do change from the Division I, Division II standpoint. Haley running tough on a 4th down run. It's not going to be enough for a first down, so it is going to be a turnover on downs for the Panthers. Johnson County's going to take over on their own, looks like 35-yard line, give or take half a yard. I don't think any official date's been given for those realignment or those reclassification numbers, but I was told sometime in November, maybe early December.
I could anticipate seeing some of those schools like Irwin County and some of those like that just moved up that had been in the lowest class before and winning state championships. I can see them coming back down because they are going to 6 classifications again. So got a blocker out in front of him. There he goes down the side. Landon Griswold, the only one that can catch him. Will he be able to get him? Nope, not going to get him. Touchdown, Johnson County.
Yep. One thing Glasscock hadn't done in the last many weeks is giving up the big play, and honestly, first half tonight they hadn't done it. And now 2 touches from Johnson County, and one for 67 yards, Stanley, and the next one's going to go for 65 yards. So Johnson County's only touched the ball twice, and they've both gone for touchdowns here.
They're lined up for the PAT.
Block.
Griswold's in for a block. I don't know if he's just not being blocked over there or he's timing it up perfectly. Speaking of Kurt, I know you saw this in the NFL a few weeks ago. What did you think of that blocked field goal by, I believe it was New England that did it, correct? Did you see
I actually didn't see that.
They so what they did was on the defensive side, they brought the guy in motion down the line of scrimmage, started him out real wide, came get a running start, timed it up perfectly, and just came in. It was. I think you'll start seeing a lot more of that. Of course, that's Bill Belichick coming up with those type of.
You see it some in the college, the high school game too, as far as kickoffs. But you see a lot in college. They stopped the rule where you can get the running start on the kickoffs. So the teams just started lining up wide and taking that running start down the line and then turning as the ball was kicked. So they're still getting the momentum. So
very similar thing as to what the Patriots did 3 or 4 weeks ago.
They're just finding ways to
get the body movement.
Get around that rule.
Is it Newton?
Yeah, momentum.
Object in motion stays in motion, something like that. Not a science person. I'm more of a math guy.
Johnson County getting ready to kick off again. Back deep. Haley and Downs. Looks like it's going to be Perry. He's going to be hitting at the knees and knocked right down.
Get up slowly.
Yeah, it's good to see Nathan now. I think he's finally, of course, he had that ACL, was out all last year. I think he's hurting right now. I don't know if you can hear him but he's definitely hurting a little bit. It looks like he's holding his wrist, not a leg injury.
Elbow.
Yeah, it looks like an elbow. Hopefully just a stinger.
Panthers 1st and 10. Going to hand it to West. Going to give him 2 yards on that play. 2nd and 8.
You are just joining us, or you didn't hear earlier, we are without our junior running back, Brandon Walker.
Haley on the carry.
And he brings it out to about the 35-yard line. He's going to bring it 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. Brandon was hurt last day of practice this week. Don't know the extent of it. Hopefully he'll be back again next week. We talked on the ride up here.
So.
Yeah, he's definitely walking around. It doesn't look like anything too major. Really hurt us on the defensive side, I think more on the offensive side.
Holton with the carry, gets up in there. He's going to have enough for a Panther first. That ball
Ball's
comes
on
out.
the ground.
And
Looks like Johnson
saying
County's
they
got it.
it.
I think they do.
Fourth fumble.
So first time, yep. As Stanley just said, that's his fourth fumble tonight, but it is his first lost fumble. We talked about Perry came out in that last kick return, hurting that elbow. And going to have to substitute in for him right here on defense. Looks like Brian West is checked in for Nathan Perry. Johnson County going tight this time.
Here comes a cross back this way. Trying to pick up 3. Probably, let's see, they're going to give him about 4. Second down and 6. Throw out the flats on that side, and we get him out of the feet and pull him down. He's going to pick up maybe 2 on the play.
You know, Stan, we talked about the completed passes. What did we end up, Johnson? They did have 1 complete pass in the first half, didn't they? So they do complete that one, but it's a short gain. Pick up about 3, third and a long 4, short 5. Miss continues to fall.
Up the middle.
Dive this time. Host the Panthers in on that tackle. A lot of 60s in there.
Don't be close.
20, 60, 20, and a 64.
Close to a first down. They're stopping the clock. I don't know if it's for a measurement or for call it first down. It is going to be enough for a first down. 1st and 10, Johnson County. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Trojans had 2 unanswered touchdowns here in the first 7 minutes of the third quarter. Extend their lead 32-14.
They're looking to pass this time, rolling to the right. Got
Devion
pressure by
back there. He's going to
Richardson.
get
He's going to get a sack.
Devion Richardson, big sack. Big sack, all the way back to the 36-yard line. Well, they're going to mark it at 35-yard line. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 16.
Yep, 2nd and 16.
So you said 2nd down and 17, the PA announcer did. It's 1st and 10, he lost 5. It's 1st and 15.
Gonna toss it to the left side.
Down to just inside the 25-yard line to the 24.
It'll be 3rd and 5.
Need to get to the 19-yard line for our first. Of course, these misdirection plays, Kurt, is probably where we're missing Brandon Walker's tackling ability from that middle linebacker position.
And the experience factor, too.
Absolutely,
Those guys
yeah.
in there hadn't seen it as much as he has.
and that sure speed, be able to make up if you don't read it quite as quick, be able to get to the hole.
Right now we got West and Richardson in there at that line. Defense that hadn't played very much. Man in motion, we got flags on the play.
Yeah,
Feel like
the left
offsides on
side.
us. That's going to give them enough for a first down.
Clock momentarily stops while they move the chains. 2:32 remaining in the third quarter. Once again, the rain comes back. It stops, it starts.
Clock moving again, under 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Going to sweep to the right side. And he gets by our whole line of defense into the end zone for the touchdown.
We see that on camera. I wonder, Kurt, you're an EMT guy. Y'all get paid for coming out there. That's some good use of county funds there, ain't it? They got to be here anyways. It don't cost them anything to run those lights. I don't know if they need that many here, though.
They only need 3 ambulances here.
I guess if they're a volunteer, it don't matter, does it? What is the plural of ambulance? Is it ambulance or ambulances or ambuli?
Ambuli. It's like syllabus and syllabi.
I told you, oh, Lord.
Blocked again.
Well, I don't think this one was blocked. I guess it has to go down as a block. He just
20.
missed the kick. Like, kicked the top of the ball. I don't think the hold ever got there, but another missed extra point there. That's the third of the night.
Makes your score
still
adjusted.
Makes it a 3. It's still a 3-point game. I'm sorry, not a 3-point, but a 3-score game.
38-14, Johnson County leads. 3 unanswered scores here as we open the second half.
The only thing I want to know is I didn't bring my truck, and this tent's soaked right now. Where is it going, Chris? Off the back of the bleachers? No, I wouldn't count on that. We might have to find somebody else that can yank it for us.
You got a truck. You got a truck. You got a truck.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go down the line. We might throw it on the bus if nothing else.
Much as it's leaking, I don't know if you even want to take it back with you.
It's leaking pretty good in here.
Pouring out rain.
What do you mean it ain't ready for
it's a
rain?
sunshade rain.
I was going to say, we're drier than we could be. Really, the only thing that's wet on me is my feet, and it wouldn't have helped no way if it was made out of the best stuff.
Need some of that Gore-Tex.
Down the middle, and Jackson Usher is going to recover it.
All right, at the 35-yard line. So Panthers going to take over again. Panthers have not had the success they have on offense this second half. 1 turnover, another fumble. So the Panthers need to dig down. They got to have something happen here if we want to stay in this. You're just down 3 scores.
We had movement on both sides, but I think we jumped first.
Yeah, we did. That's going to be over there, that tight end position. Looked like Bryce Wheeler's going to false start. Those little things that we haven't done in the last few weeks. We're starting to creep in. At that point, it's a little mental, whether it's weather or whatever it is. It's just Panthers aren't quite as mentally sharp coming out in this second half.
Hand off to Holton. Going to go right in the middle. He's got a lot of room, still going. Hold on to the football.
He does hold on to it this time. He's going to bring it all the way out to the 47-yard line right here in front of me. So 17-yard run there. Stanley, if I'm not mistaken.
18.
18. There we go. to, like we said, the Panther, their own 47-yard line. Clock will start here in just a second. 1:48 remaining in the third quarter.
Got whistles on the play. It looks like Johnson County going to call a timeout, maybe.
Coach is running out on the field. I wonder if we have an injury or. So it's a lot of people are confused whether it's a timeout or not. They got water boys on the field, but they're telling us to get back on the field. I'm assuming it was just an injured player. Coaches are back off the field now.
Here we go. Panthers on the ball, 1st and 10. Crisscross down. He's coming to the left side, cuts it up, and gets his feet cut out from under him.
Pick up a long one. We'll call it 2 on that. Brings it out to the 49-yard line. 2nd and 8.
The announcer said number 9, Bryce Wheeler carrying the ball.
That's why I don't trust his calls up there.
And the West up the middle. We're going to hit him right at the point of attack there and going to
lose a yard.
Lose a yard.
Bring up 3rd and 9. Once again, doing nothing Monday. Come on out. Take the day off. I've already took Monday and Tuesday off. I'll be up keeping scoreboard for the Lady Panthers. We'll be hosting teams from Hiawassee, Georgia, Schley County, and team from Dalton, Georgia, Christian Heritage, as Lady Panthers host the Super Regional.
Holding again on the carry to the right side, cuts it up in there.
We're going to bring it into Johnson County territory down to about the 48-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and a long 5 for the Panthers. Maybe even call it 6.
Probably going to be the last play of the third quarter here.
27 seconds and ticking down.
They don't even have to run a play because the play clock
They ain't started the play clock yet.
I don't know why they haven't, but yeah, Coach Kelly's seeing that now. He's just going to tell them to let it go. So that is going to be the final play. Once again, we were in a good game there, Kurt, and they score 3 quick touchdowns, 3 big touchdowns in the third quarter. I promise you, that's not a power outage. They do that on purpose.
That's the end of your third quarter. 38-14 is your score, Johnson County.
So big play, a couple of penalties there. Extending the drive. I know on 4th down we had a jump off sides that gave them a 1st down. And big 65-yard run, a 67-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. So 18 points right there, and that's the difference from where we are early in as we enter the first half. It's 20-14 coming into this third quarter. They extended that lead 38-14. 1 quarter remains. They scored 18. There's no reason we can't score 19. Got to have it starts with this 1st down, though, right here in front of us.
Yep,
4th and 5.
Got to get the 1st down here. 4th and a long 5. Griswold going to hand to Holton. Trusting him. He's got a 1st down.
Yeah, Panthers did a good job that time. They were trying to draw them off sides, but instead of calling a timeout when we couldn't do it, we went ahead and ran the play, and it was a modified version of the play Nick has been running all night. This time he takes it out to, I'm going to call it the 8-hole out there, Kurt, instead of cutting it up into the 6-hole.
Yep.
And it's enough for our Panther 1st down. Ball's inside Johnson County territory at the 41-yard line.
Gain of 7.
New set of downs for the Panthers. Starting again, comes the crisscross from downs. He cuts it up in there. He's got some room. He got to hold the football.
It's going to be enough for a 1st down inside down to about the 26-yard line, 27-yard line, let's call it.
$14-yard pickup.
So 2 very positive plays there for the Panthers. Kurt, I want you to look at this rain now. Right here at our 10, it's going straight left to right.
Straight left to right.
Out there on the field, it's going straight down.
Yep, right over there.
I tell you just how fine the rain is, but it's coming in droves.
As Griswold fakes to west, tries to keep it going left.
I'm going to have a flag out there. I shouldn't have spoken about the flags earlier, but here we come now. Looks like it's probably in the area of a hold. One of those running backs got out there, got their hands wrapped around a defensive player.
And that's what it's going to be, a hold.
I'll tell you what it's time for, Kurt. Let's go for it right here. We haven't seen a pass out to only time Panthers have really thrown the ball today. They've targeted Jackson Ursery. I want to see them. Let's roll out and go downs right here, down this right side.
You know, we hit Nicholas Holton a couple of weeks ago coming across the middle.
I don't know if we're going to have that kind of time tonight. So Caden's lined up in a wing back, so chances are this is not going to be that pass to him.
Holton again.
It's funny, the plays that do work, though, because we can run that same play against a less disciplined team, and for some reason they see it better than Johnson County's seeing that tonight. It is positive yardage this time for Nick Holton once again. Clock continues to roll, 10:50 here in the fourth quarter.
Still going to be second and long for the Panthers.
Ball at the 34-yard line.
Downs again on the carry.
Going to take it down closer to 30. Still going to bring up third and long. Got behind the change on a hold on the first play. He's going to bring up third and about 16, third and 15.
So we got to get all the way down to about the 16 or 17-yard line for a first down. Look at the throw now.
There's Holton over the middle, but.
And he hits West in the head. It's intercepted. And we take out our own man on trying to make the tackle. He's still going. Still going. Here comes Brian West, going to finally pull him down.
Talk to my girls all the time as I coach softball. When your play's there and you got the opportunity to make the play, don't let it pass you up. And that's exactly what happened that time. Landon did a good job getting the pass out of there, and it hits Brian right in the hands. And I take it back, it didn't hit him in the hands. It hit him in shoulder pads or the head and went through his hands. Leads to another turnover for the Panthers.
Ball going to be on the Panther 35-yard line. Johnson County 1st and 10.
Johnson County has it, Panther 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Clock's at 9:36.
Fumble.
He jumps right on it.
Like that official there. I mean, the PA guy, ball on the ground, and we got not a problem. It sounds like some Swint stuff. So 2nd and long, loss of about 3 on the play for Johnson County. Back it up to the 40. Well, they're going to put it on 48, so we're 38. So there's a loss of 3. 2nd and 13.
I'm saying Johnson County had a player with his helmet off. They're going to make him go off.
I believe that's their center. So
I think they're going to call. He's trying to call a timeout.
he might as well. He's got control of the game, but he's not going to. Well,
Play clock's not running, so there it goes.
So we'll wind the clock, and we'll see how this snap goes here. New center, no chance to really practice over there. I'll take
There
that.
goes the ball to the right side. Guy breaking a few tackles, but we're going to finally knock him down. Looks like that was Brian West.
Yeah, I take that back. That wasn't the center that went out. It was actually the left guard. Second and a, let's call it, I'm sorry, third. Yeah, third and short 2.
Clock still running. Johnson County going to be happy to run plays, get first downs, and chew that clock up.
I do wonder if their video board is just on like replay though, or not replay, but
random stuff.
Yeah.
Toss to the left side. We got some guys there. That's Lossie and who's that? Clark and West all in on that tackle.
Yeah, initially hit there by Alex Lossie, finished up by Tristan and Brian. Well, somehow Devion Richardson's getting credit for it, and he's not even on the field. Oh, he is on the field, but he wasn't near the play. So 4th and about 8 yards. As the rain comes down harder and harder.
Man goes in motion.
Good discipline by the Panthers defense. Johnson County tried to jaw us off, and we didn't move, so they call a timeout. We'll see what their coach wants to do here on 4th and 8.
Hadn't had a chance to see any scores tonight, but just did get a report through cell phone. TJ lost tonight, 41-0.
Yeah, I saw they were playing Bullock Academy,
Yeah.
so I can only imagine that game was definitely a running clock in the whole second half, as we know Bullock is one of the better teams we've faced this year.
We faced them at that Jamboree down in Jenkins, and again, they, like Eric said, they were one of the better teams we faced all year long.
I think they ended up beating Briarwood by about 30, so only a 41-point game. That had to be a running clock there, especially for it to already be over at this point in the night. Kurt, where are we at next week? What we got coming up?
I don't even know where we at next week.
We're home against GMC.
We're home against GMC.
Come on, Kurt.
Home against GMC, and then we got an off week, don't we? And then we go home against Wilkinson.
And just 2 games left unless we can pull out this playoffs.
Yeah, so we'll need one of those last 2 wins. Should put us in the playoffs. I'm not even going to say should. It will put us in the playoffs.
Have any of y'all looked at the brackets? Who do we face up with, and which region do we face up with?
It won't be good.
Buford,
I know
probably.
that. It almost guaranteed. And I did.
It won't be Buford, but it'll be somebody's number 1. I know that.
Somebody like Bowden or something, probably. In all honesty,
County, somebody like that.
Who's got a linebacker going to Georgia?
Ball's on the ground, but Johnson County does recover it, and it's going to be enough for a first down. I don't know, Kurt, but I will look that up, and I really do think it might be Bowden.
Like I said, I wonder if the softball team, since the softball team's playing the 4 team out of Region 6, I wonder if, or out of Region 8, I wonder if we'll be playing Region 8.
Because the reason I do believe GMC had to go to Bowden to play last year.
Then it'll be different this year then. It won't be the same region this year. We probably face the number 1 out of Region 8.
Washington Wilkes.
Green County, or Aquinas.
Lincoln County or Aquinas. One of those.
And Johnson County still driving the ball down. We got a new set of downs. We're going to pick up about 8 on that play. Going to be actually 9. Let's keep moving. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. That Region 8, like I said, got Greene County, Lincoln, Washington Wilkes, Aquinas, Towns County, Lake Oconee playing non-region. Up the middle after he fakes the handoff to the wing back. Be enough for the first down for the Trojans.
I don't know why GHSA has to make everything so difficult to find on their site, so I am looking for that, but I can't find it quickly. So, but you got to take care of business first. You got to, and I'd rather take care of it this week than having to think about Wilkinson County coming in. But let's do it next week against GMC. So, Panther fans, we're going to need you there. Again, Panthers will be looking to make history next week. If they can win, they'll be first playoff clinch in school history. So, still a lot to play for this year. Clock continues to roll. 5.5 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
It's like a second and about 4 or 5.
Pushing close to the goal line. We'll see. We got the call. There is no call, so he's going to be short. So it's going to be 3rd and goal. So hopefully next week we'll have some good news for you. We'll be telling you about the Lady Panthers going to Columbus, and we'll be bringing home a playoff bid for the football team.
We're going again. It's going to be a touchdown, Johnson County.
In case you didn't hear the horns enough already, well, we're going to hear them one more time tonight. So, Kurt, I see you looking on your phone over there. You found it yet?
Yeah, it looks like we're Region 5. We match up with Region 8 in the first round. So, Washington, Wilkes, Aquinas, Lincoln County, Greene County, some of those.
Basically our old region, right?
Yeah.
So
Warren County, yep. I think Greene County is winning that region right now. They're undefeated, I think.
Is Greene in that county, in that region?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see them play. They haven't played Washington, Wilkes, or Lincoln yet, or Aquinas. So
really, their region hasn't even really started.
Yeah, they played Warren County and Towns, I think. I don't know who they're playing tonight. They may be playing Washington, Wilkes tonight.
I would think they will almost have to be playing one of those three.
Oh, yeah. Trying a PAT again tonight. And he's going to get one in the air, and it's going to be good. We'll make the score Johnson County 45, Glasscock 14.
That's a 31 points. That should be a running clock. Rest of the way. See what they do here.
Got Matthew Connell in there to stop some of that rush.
So it does look like the Panthers bid. They were trying to go to 500 on the season tonight, but looks like it's going to fall a little short. Of course, Panthers came in this game 3-4. 3 wins out of their last 4 games. Big wins against TJ, Augusta Prep. Tough loss against Hancock Central, and then big win against Twiggs County last week. I'll tell you, I don't know who's reporting the Johnson County game on the GHSA, but they're up on it.
It's already up.
Yeah, it's already up.
Here goes Johnson kicking off. There's Kevin Braswell on that return. Going to get about a 3 or 4 yard return, get knocked down. Panther offense going to come back out.
Yeah, talking about the one of those teams we'll have to face, and of course all the teams we've named are currently, well, we talked about Schley County and Bowden. They're ranked 1 and 2 in the state right now, and Greene County is ranked number 3, 7-0, but their strength of schedule is not showing they played anybody at this point.
Their 3 remaining games ought to be Washington, Wilkes, Aquinas, and Lincoln.
Yeah, they're actually playing Lincoln County tonight.
Okay.
No, they've got an off week tonight. They play Lincoln County next week.
Hand goes to Haley.
Nick Holton with the football one more time. Gets it up about the 42-yard line.
It is Holton. I thought it was Haley by the way he was running the ball. It was Holton again. Holton's definitely been the workhorse tonight for the backfield.
And we talk about that Greene County having not played anybody, but they have played a couple of opponents that we would have played. They beat Warren County 34-6.
I think they played Hancock as well, didn't they?
Yeah, I was just about to get to that. They played Hancock Central 43-6.
Nathan Haley on that carry.
It's going to bring up 3rd and about 5 for the Panthers. Need to get right at midfield.
Coming up on 3.5 minutes to go here in the game.
Third down 6. Third down 5 and a half.
Yeah, so
Hand off the downs on the crisscross. He's not going to get much.
if any, he's going to pick up a couple out to the 45-yard line.
You mentioned Sly County. They got a 5-star linebacker that I don't think he's actually committed to Georgia yet, but he pretty much did the other day. He's in the papers. He said, you know, what more could you ask for, University of Georgia? So I think that's pretty clear what his intent, what his thoughts are. But he hasn't actually committed yet.
Talking about Greene County, since that seems like the overwhelming favorite that we'll be facing if we can get in. The Panthers look to punt another low snap, high punt. Receiver's just going to clear out, and we're able to get down there and down it. Just inside the 30. They'll probably bump it up to the 30. So Johnson County is going to take over 2.5 minutes to go in the game. But talking about Greene County, that, like I said, they do have their off week, and then they go into that tough final 3 games of the season against Lincoln, Aquinas, and Washington Wilkes.
A couple weeks ago, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but Washington Wilkes did win that. Lincoln County did win that 378 war. So
they're the leaders in there right now. So it could come down to next week's Greene County and Lincoln County game.
And of course, Aquinas is always going to be up there.
The problem with Aquinas, though, is I saw they've lost a couple of key players already this year. I know we faced one of those kids. First name's Clark, and I'm blanking on his last name right now, but one of the best middle school ball players I ever seen. We faced him in middle school, and he was playing with St. Mary's, which is, of course, Aquinas' middle school feeder team, and kicking balls out the back of the end zone on kickoffs. I think might be out for the season, if I'm not mistaken. Second year in a row he's had a big injury. Kurt, what you think? What positives can we take out of here tonight?
Well, I think the main thing you can take out is, we didn't show it very much in the second half. We let them get some big scores and back-to-back and pile them up on us a little bit. But, you played with a pretty good ball team for the first half. You got to be able to build on that. You say, you get these kids to realize they can play with the big teams in this. If they win the region, they're going to be one of the top 8 teams in the playoffs.
Absolutely, so. And then that's something, and that's the exact same thing I would take out of it, is that, hey, you took their best shot in the first half, and you stood there toe-to-toe with them. And a couple of things didn't quite go our way in the second half, but we definitely hung with them.
And that's one thing I tell a lot of the teams that I used to coach when I was coaching. You got to – first thing is you got to believe you belong before you can actually get out there and compete and try to win. You got to believe you belong to be there. Tall sweet, the ball is on the ground, but they're going to fall right back on it, it looks like.
Yeah, it does look like Johnson County's put in a couple subs into their backfield.
Clock is going to continue to run. Going to put them behind the chains a little bit, about 5-yard loss on that play. Second down at 15.
The other thing we can take out of here is I haven't seen any major injuries. I see a lot of limping on the sideline, and that's probably par for the course when your heads get dropped and things don't start going your way. Those bumps and bruises start hurting a lot more.
They got 2 men moving.
Flag comes on the play. There comes Holton up to make the tie. He had him but lost him.
He slung the wrong guy down. Now Holton's going to have a penalty for holding. So these are going to be offsetting.
I'm curious. Are they calling out on Holton? Or
yeah, he tackled the guy that he thought had the ball, but he didn't.
I also saw a block in the back. I don't know if he threw that flag far enough for that to be called. Yeah,
Kelly's calling Holton. So
yeah, I think that's Grant's calling him off, saying, "Get your butt over here."
So they should be. Which, if it was a false start, they should have blown it dead to start with.
Was it false start or 2 men in motion? If it was the illegal motion, they would let the play go. False start, it would be dead.
Illegal shift.
Illegal shift.
Yeah, illegal shift. So the play would
And
continue.
then
there.
holding on us, so it's a offsetting penalty. Replay it down.
Actually, it was a hold on them. We're declining.
No, it was an
That was
illegal
on
shift
us.
and then a hold on
On
us. So it was offsetting penalties.
My apologies. Sorry about that. So you know it wasn't. They're backing it up.
Should be on the 25.
Okay.
Still is.
There they go.
Some white jerseys getting out there for the Panthers.
So clock is running. Minute 38. Toss sweep to the halfback. Game tackled there. Looks like Brian West is in there along with Devion Richardson. Third and about 12, long 12, short 13 here for the Trojans.
Coming down to a minute left here in the game.
I tell you, Kurt, Stanley, we gave them a little something to think about there all the way up through halftime.
Yeah. They had to do more coaching than they thought they was going to do at halftime.
That's right. They don't think they were expecting that, and just a couple of big plays didn't go the Panthers' way in the third quarter, and that's really what sealed it.
Hand off again off to the right side. And we're going to make the tackle at about the 40-yard line.
It's going to be close to, actually, it is going to be a first down with 30 seconds to go.
That may be the last play, depending on when they spot it. And
I seen 36 in on that tackle. That's Blake Daniels. Ball on the 40.
I tell you, though, it would be nice if that is going to be the final play, but it would be nice if we had that bye week before GMC. We're going to come out of this one banged up.
yeah.
Injured players, they're going to need a couple of days to heal up and then prep game plan-wise for GMC Friday night in Glasscock. So
hopefully we can get Brandon Walker back next week. I don't know how severe it is, but I heard he might be out for a little.